Good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. It is, once again, myself here, Dead Videos, playing some Rimworld with Strahd, Mephrodis, and now, our newest addition, as of last episode, Sam. You're just stealing, cheating, and lying, Mephrodis. May you cheat death, steal hearts, and lie with your love. That's certainly a statement, Sam, to start off the episode, I suppose. We are working hard right now on getting the, barracks set up over here for Sam and any other people who would be joining that are not thralls, i.e. not Mephrodis. People who aren't, quote-unquote, critical to the colony. Strahd's reached level 12 in healing. Well, that means that he went down, because that was the bad sound effect, if I remember correctly. Mephrodis, hard at work here, getting things set up to at least, I think, be normal quality, I think is what that's set to. Current quality, awful. Unset building for skilled workers. Okay, fair enough. It's actually coming out as awful. That's good. We're getting a barrack set up, like I said. We get some extra water basins installed, and more importantly, you'll notice, we actually have cleaning going on, and Strahd is helping move crap around, because I told him to. Colin's missing sidearm. Forget the sidearm. You don't need to keep your beer on hand. You probably drank it. We also have a limited amount of meal production going. We caved and made a campfire, since we're probably not going to get timber research anytime soon, which means we're not going to actually be able to make a cooking table. So we made a campfire instead. Also, our freezer, quote unquote, or our food storage location is currently not holding meals. I think I want it to hold. Oh, then we have meals being stored in there as well. And we can disable meals from here. In fact, we should just disable all food from there. Doesn't matter what it is. Then we should have that going up. We have. Is this count as refrigerated, really? Oh, not refrigerated, 2.3 years. I was going to say, that doesn't seem like the correct number. We also have an expanded growing zone up here for cotton and heel root. Once we actually learn how to make heel root, that'll be useful. In the meantime, I also realized we could probably get these destroyed, and that might give us timber and a few other resources that might be useful. So we're going to, once night falls around, we're going to have Strahd go crack those suckers open. Like little pinata eggs. Like little pinata eggs? Sure, brain. Pinata eggs. Also, pretty sure, because we are not tunnelers, it isn't in here. Pod soil. So, fungal gravel is restricted specifically to ideologians that contain the tunneler meme. And I don't think we contain the tunneler meme. I think we contain the darkness, but not tunneler. Yeah, darkness, but not tunneler. Which means we cannot actually grow or place down fungal gravel, unfortunately. Last time we did discover that there was a salt ore vein inside of here, but we also do know that there's some iron down here, and I think it's probably about time that we actually mine this. Nope, mine connected ores. There we go. That's quite a bit of iron. Good to know. There's also more iron here in the wall. And that'll give us some room to expand, I think, as well. There's more. Oh, I thought that was salt. That's citrine. I think citrine is a. I know citrine is a gemstone. I think citrine is E-based magic in Rim Fantasy, which I think is what we're playing, or the Rim Fantasy Medieval Edition. Although keep in mind that I don't actually know that for certain, so who knows? Could be completely wrong on that one. I've never actually played with any of the medieval, like, overhaul fantasy mods, so that's going to be interesting. Interesting learning experience. We do have Corvinus here in the cell that is still getting worked on. Unfortunately, now we do have Sam. Our conversion rate actually went down 300% because we have 3 members of our ideologian. So it's going to take a lot longer for Strahd to convince Corvinus to join us at this point. There's coal in here, too. That could be useful. Oh, that's actually up here as well. Could be useful. We can use coal to fire up our wooden campfire, but we don't really need to. Oh, look at that. We have a raid. Inconveniently for them, it is currently nighttime. It looks like it's one person. Yeah. Inconveniently for you, you're about to get murdered. I'm very curious to see how Strahd does. Man, he just is flying over there. What is your movement speed? Your movement speed is 5.7 units per second, or cells per second. 5.7 cells per second. What is Jason's, out of curiosity? 4.16. Oh, Jason, you have no idea what's about to happen to you. You know what? You're about to fire. I want to just jump over you. Oh my god. Oh. Strahd might be slightly overpowered. I'm sure it's fine. Jason, do you have anything on you that might be useful? Ooh, actually, yes. Let's grab Strahd and have him just strip this guy. Pick up the silver. We care about the rest of this stuff. An iron bludgeon. We could smelt the iron bludgeon down. Although the longbow might also be useful. So go pick that up as well. And then pick up the iron bludgeon. Oh, pick up the iron bludgeon, Strahd. Thank you, Strahd. I believe the long jump does take some of his blood to be able to do that, but that's okay. We have Mephrodis and Sam now to feed on as well. Mephrodis, how is your health right now? You're totally fine. Strahd, why don't you get back to base? And we'll drop that extra gear you just picked up. The silver longbow and the iron bludgeon, and then we'll have you feed on Mephrodis just for a little bit of a midnight snack, so to speak. Oh, Strahd's refilling his water skin. Raiding Corvinus. Is Corvinus awake? Oh, Corvinus is awake. It is 2 a.m. Why are you awake? Why are you awake? Not sure. Definitely not going to drop the gear, the weapons into Corvinus's. Hey, Corvinus, are you okay? Really odd. Natural bonus from Weapons Master trait. Okay. Oh, I think he was going to describe a need, but it used this instead. I'm guessing it would have come up something like, I had to sleep in the unbearable heat. Can't we have air conditioning? No, we can't have air conditioning. Air conditioning does not exist. What is air conditioning? We don't know what that is. Strahd, let's go ahead and drop off your silver, the longbow, and the iron bludgeon. That way we just have it to go. Now he's washing up. We don't need it. Why don't you drink Mephrodis real quick? While he's still asleep. So yeah, we do need a Chosen Guide, the Dark One, and a Dark One's Guard. We need someone who's good at social so that we can have a Dark One's Guide. So that they can convert people more effectively. Sam, you're going for a walk. Oh, we were going to have Strahd break these down. You know what? Here. Why don't you melee attack this until it's destroyed? We are low on food, unfortunately. Oh, you know what, Mephrodis? Come here. Why don't you join her in smashing this thing to pieces? Very convenient you two happen to walk by. I'll see what we actually get from this and see if it's actually worthwhile. Oh my goodness, look at all that timber. I was right. We just needed to break these down. Okay, melee attack that. Get all this unmarked. Unforbidden, I should say. Estafada all be useful. Ought to all be useful. I think I'm trying to say here. Break it down. Game? Oh, that's a quest. Shelter for an ally. Renowned Hercules Verbrig. By mind of... That's a name. Aurora? Sounds like a JoJo's reference. Anyway, is requesting a favor. His friend Jessica DeSille Howell. See, that's a name I can read. Thank you. Renaud. Is interested in learning about other cultures, and he wants to host her at Castle Ravenloft for 25 days. We could get a soothing orb, a crushed slate dragon statue ritual, Jade 41, or Goodwill. I don't think we're really in a position to host anybody, but a soothing orb is very tempting. This gem holds a magic blessing. If broken, the blessing will be released on the map, giving every person a calming stream of thoughts, easing their stress. It's a psychic soothe pulsar, but it's medieval flavored. That is tempting. How long do we have before that expires? 7.4 days. Okay, we have 7.4 days to make a little bit of progress here before we can... So we can... let's prioritize hauling. Don't I have pickup and haul installed? I swear I have pickup and haul installed. Maybe that was just too heavy for them. Strahd is hard at work cooking up lettuce meals for everybody. Very nice of you, Strahd. We also can get the canning liquor made. I think we've got quite a bit of lettuce ready to come in. Speaking of which, who is our best harvester? Strahd. Strahd is our only one who's really capable of doing plants at this point. And yet, somehow, we've still got some things growing out here. I'm guessing Strahd just gets occasionally busy at night. That Medford has reached level 11 mining. Excellent. We have iron ore. I think we probably need to smelt that before we can use it to make stuff, right? I imagine we can't just make, like, an iron ore bed. No, we need an actual smelter. Which, if I remember correctly, is under production, because I believe we actually do have the smelter. Yeah, we do have the smelter unlocked. Only used to refine scrap and raw resources or cremate dead bodies. I believe the smelter is the manual version, not the automatic version. I believe there is an automatic version of the ore smelter that essentially you put ore in and leave it, and eventually becomes ingots on top. This one is manual, which means we are going to have to make this one. And, do we actually have 200 stone bricks? We do not. Oh, right, because I took Sam off of crafting full-time, and I put her on cleaning full-time and crafting sometimes. So she's cleaning a lot more of these. An arcane trader from House Amboise. Oh, one of the few people who's neutral with us. Excellent. Sally Higgins. And she's wearing a crown. Did we get all that stuff hauled in from here? No, we did not. Okay. So, Strahd, once the sun goes down, which is now officially dark 0%. As a note, I forget to mention this, when the needs tab, Strahd does technically need to eat, although he eats very, very slowly. Bravo, Mephrodis, what a beautiful voice. Mephrodis singing? Oh, he is singing. Wasn't that cute? See, it's the little interactions that mod provides that are just phenomenal, in my opinion. Strahd, you're also our only social person. Why don't you go talk with Sally? Oh, they'll buy this book that I, for some reason, have. That came automatically. They'll also buy the healing potion, although even though I don't know where this thing came from, I'm just gonna leave it. They will also buy Corvinus. I'm guessing arcane trader means exotic trader. Well, actually, no, they just sell a shitload of arcanium gear. Arcanium is the medieval version of Eltex, in case you aren't following along. Spell books, medieval technology blueprints. This could be very useful. How much money do we currently have? Nothing. We have no monies. The money of which we have is $30. These would be useful. Arcane Shard. I'm not sure what this one is. Pure mana crystal that has the power to attune the user to magic or upgrade their magical ability. Use it, aspiring mage must focus holding on the shard or entering meditative state. While holding it as an item of pure mana, by touching it and opening themselves up to magic, the user allows the shard to channel a large amount of mana directly into the mana core, even if it was dormant until that moment. As the mana streams into the user, it stresses the crystalline structure of the shard, causing it to break down into a fine, worthless powder. I believe this is a Psylink Neuroformer. Psylink Neuroformer, just reflavored to be medieval, which is fantastic. Once again, that goes to the RPG flavor pack from Mr. Samuel Streamer and his cadre of close-knit modders. They are excellent what they do, and it is very nice to be able to have that medieval and RPG and fantasy flavor in this instead. Strahd, rather than cooking, I need you to prioritize hauling, because you are also our fastest mover. Good, grab those ones. Yep, there we go. And then we'll have Strahd break down a few more of these things later on, when we actually need more timber. Well, because of that, actually, let's go and jump straight to making a cooking table, shall we? Because we actually have timber now. Which does mean, Strahd, deconstruct this campfire, please. I'm not going to bother copying these bills. They're not exactly important. It does remove a heat source from this room, but that's okay. It's pretty moderate on this map. We aren't terribly concerned about high or low temperatures at the moment. Mephrodis and Sam, are you guys need anything going on? You have an awful bedroom, you slept in the heat, you ate without a table. Right, we don't even have a table, because we've been waiting for timber to get a table. Oh, man. You guys are not wrong. A table would be good for you guys. Let's go ahead and get them a table, in fact. It'll be under furniture, I believe. That's an awfully large table. We could do a smaller 2x2 table. Can we do a limestone table? We can, but we need to save our limestone blocks for this sucker. And we do have 461 raw wood, 218 timber. Let's go ahead and just slap down a 2x2 table right there. Let's go with good or better, please, on that table. And then we'll get some wooden stools on that table as well. We'll also go with good on that as well. No, you know what? Normal's fine, actually. It's just stools. As long as they're not awful. I trust Mephrodis to make things that aren't terrible. Mephrodis is, after all, our finest smith. And our finest crafter of things. His construction's, what, 11.76? Yeah, he's pretty good at that. Thank you, Trade Caravan, for coming by, but sorry we didn't really have anything to deal with you at the moment. Strahd, I'm going to have you... I'm going to kind of micromanage Strahd a little bit here. I'm going to have him prioritize harvesting the lettuce before it goes bad. How long does it live? 33 days. Okay, so that's not terrible. Oh, crap. Strahd was unrestricted. No. We only had 2 colonists and they sent us a trader? I'm genuinely surprised by this. Rescue Strahd. Where's she going? She's moving away, so that's... Is she just leaving? She took one of our simple meals and is just leaving. What? She's attacking the insects? Why on earth would she attack the insects? Well, if she survives the insect attack, I'm sure I will deal with her with Strahd very momentarily. Why on earth would she do this? You're not worth me saving, honestly. So, you get to just die out there. I imagine you actually weren't a member of Bram Stokerism either. How could you do this? Oh, right. Strahd needs to prioritize harvesting for the moment. It's because I want to actually have enough food to be able to feed Mephrodis and our prisoner. I was about to say a different word that starts with an S, but he's not a slave yet. Or she's not a slave yet. Yet being the operative word there, of course. Alright, I think we can probably cancel this extra iron down here. We are just not going to need this because we don't even know what to do with this much iron. Used to this new life, but still excited, but I hope this works out. I cannot find any more worse work. That's good. That means he did all the thing that he was supposed to do. Being watered Corvinus. And yet you go to that tub and not one of these ones. Oh, because this one's not full. I see. Never mind, Strahd. I'm not questioning you. You're fine. As always, Strahd always knows exactly what he's doing and is completely correct all the time. Definitely. That's definitely how that works, right? Okay. People walking by. I think they were just visitors. I think I saw that. Or they were just literally just walking by. Strahd, I asked you to disassemble that. Begin darkness fair, consume lettuce. Didn't I tell order destruction on that? Prioritize deconstructing. I want to build up that actual cooking table so we can see what we can make there. I presume, mind you, it functions like a normal stove, but I actually don't know that for certain. We're going to find out. If we have to make a stove in addition to that, so be it. We have enough meals kicking around that it'll probably be okay. Because now we're down to just Mephrodis and Corvinus that are consuming meals. We did see, I think, in episode 2, Strahd ate a meal, so if it's like every 2 episodes, Strahd has to eat 1 meal, that's pretty low. Strahd, of course, getting his meditation on. Why don't you Prioritize researching. We still do need to actually research how to make timber. That would be nice. We're currently researching basic agriculture. It'll be nice to have. I can also throw up Alt to see what things look like. Mephrodis' bedroom. Awful, impoverished, wealth. Oh, that's actually not a nice thing to look at, apparently, the water tub. Good to know. I just put them around so we'd have more water in more available places. Turns out, they don't like them. Mephrodis, do you need to relax? I'll allow it. Alright. Come on, Mephrodis. Get us this bench. Thank you, Mephrodis. Alright, let's see. It takes the same things for fuel as fire does, so we're going to limit it to not taking timber or coal. We can, in fact, cook meals here, and we can cook more than just meals here. We can do eggs, mashed potatoes. Takes potatoes and milk. Nice. Ooh. Okay, that's going to make me hungry in real life. Pumpkin fritters. Those are so good in real life. Packaged rations. The medieval version of survival meals, I presume. It takes a long time to rot, but can still deteriorate if left outside. Great for adventuring. And that takes ingredients, vegetarian, and salt. Salt, you say? Well, I think we have a little bit of that to spare. Simple desserts, fine desserts, psychite tea, of course. This is basically a stove, but with medieval flavor to it. Variety of spices from raw herbs. Raw herbs. Alright, I don't know when we'll find that, but if we have some, we'll do it. How about that? Put that down there. Tanning liquor from plants. We're going to have quite a bit of plants once we actually have people to do things properly. The buckwheat, we're going to get milled into flour when we have the chance to do that. So doing simple bakes, probably not a bad idea. And then for right now, we will just queue up simple meals until we have 10. Let's do simple meals until we have... Nope. That way he just gets it done a little faster. Because cooking in bulk is always faster. And then sushi prep table. What is this mod? Vanilla cooking expanded sushi. Yeah, we're not going to get into that right now. We don't have any fish. We do have the butcher table unlocked, but that is 95 timber, and we have 18 left after building the stove, after the cooking table and the tables. The table and chairs. Okay. That does mean Corvinus will be converted a lot faster now, though, because Sam's gone. And by gone, I mean, oh yeah, she's actually dead now. Suck it, Sam. That's what you get for being evil. And betraying our faction. Remember, Strahd can see in the dark, but Mephrodis cannot, which means we probably should build some dark light torches around when we have the chance to do so. I think those are under... ISK? No, they're probably under structure. Furniture. Wall-mounted torch lamp. Wall-mounted dark light lamp. That takes 20 timber. What about normal dark torches? This takes raw wood. Okay. Now, the mushrooms will be destroyed if they are exposed to dark light. So we're going to plant this here, 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 and here. Oh, and of course, inside the crafting room. There we go. It is also nighttime. 23 hours, so we can take Strahd, and we're going to go attack this ruined battering ram to get some more timber. As in, Strahd should make short work of this, with his melee skill. I say short work of it, he's actually... Oh, this thing has more health than the siege tower, I think. Are there more of those around? They both have 1,000 HP. Whatever, it works. I'm also curious what we get from the footman remains. And things like that. Let's try it. What do we get from rusted helmets? I presume nothing. Oh, 1 iron ore. How conveniently inconvenient. Let's... Strahd... Oh, right, you're currently restricted, so let's prioritize hauling. Oh, it took you all night to break that down. I was not paying attention to the time. I'm sure it's fine. Could be worse. Survive a quadrum is the achievement we just got there. Quest active. Howard's Beast Hunting Contract. House of Soren has undergone its third election in the last 2 weeks, with all the previous leaders committing suicide. Contracts have been given. Take care of the him tormenting these people. Him avoid singing its causes of the victims and sap their strength directly through inflicting suffering. Speaking in a voice only the victim hears, him drives him to commit acts of violence, aggression, and self-harm. Those tormented by a him are incapable of restful sleep weeks after the him is gone. Monster class traits. Being a specter, him instills fear in nearby humans, directly affecting their mood. If it succeed, gliders with the following resources will arrive. A masterwork great bow. And this is where in relation to us? How far away is that? 2.3 days. So Strahd would have to make his way over there, because I don't think Mephrodis could take down whatever this monster is by himself. Strahd, maybe. But Mephrodis, I don't think so. That is, I presume, from the Witcher Monster Hunt mod, which gives us some monsters out there to hunt in the world. The idea being that eventually Strahd will be able to send his minions out to go do those things rather than himself. At the moment, Strahd cannot do those things by himself, unfortunately. He will absolutely fall unconscious and will probably die, honestly, if we leave him out in the middle of the night like that. We did get that barracks built, but we unfortunately have no one in the barracks. Mephrodis is cracking out more stone blocks here, because he's probably just running out of things to do, honestly, I imagine. Let's see. Let's go back to production. Let's look. What else is there possible for us to do? There's the furnace. Wait. The furnace smelts raw ores and refines resources. The smelter also refines scrap and raw resources. I think the smelter might actually be the automatic one, and the furnace is the manual one. Interesting. The workbench might not be a bad thing to get built once we have more timber. Problem is we need it to be dark out for him to be able to go out there and get timber. So, yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yes, tend to your harvesting lettuce. Do we have that bill set to pause after a moment? Yeah, let's do... nope, not suspend. Pause when satisfied. Unpause at 4 meals remaining. That way Strahd actually has time to do crap. There we go. Mephrodis is hauling limestone blocks around. Oh, he's building smelter. Alright, let's take a look at this, shall we, Mephrodis? We're actually making out some progress today, ladies and germs. Although I'm going to have to remove... So, the way I'm doing the thumbnails for this series is... It'll be Strahd and then his minions below him. That are each minion that is actually alive at the beginning of each episode. And Sam's going to be on this episode, not the next one. So Sam's going to be on the thumbnails for one whole episode. Iron ingot, I presume out of iron ore. Silver out of silver. Gold. Okay. Coal out of timber. So you can make coal out of timber. Interesting. We probably should get some coal, I presume. It's not coal. Okay. I don't want to release Corvinus on accident either, unfortunately. So, I think this one just goes on its own, right? It says cremates dead bodies. Contents, none. Processes. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but we'll see how this works real quick. Let's prioritize refueling. Okay. It now has 39 fuel. Strahd. Why don't you try filling the limestone smelter? I presume that will be with iron. 1 stack processing. Did it do more than 1 stack? I think it can. It can, in fact, do more than 1 stack. Let's see how far we can push it. It looks like 200 is its limit. Oh, it's done already. Wow, that's fast. It is technically taking all day to do these, but that's very nice. Excellent. And that gives us iron ingots, which is not steel, but it is something we can build out of that is not timber or limestone. I presume we can make iron doors. Yes, iron doors. I'm curious how that compares to steel doors. This will be 144 hit points and 320 hit points. Okay. Opening speed 100%. Opening speed 100%. Okay. So iron is not a bad replacement for steel. I presume we'll eventually unlock. When we eventually unlock steel, it'll be fantastic. Iron walls will be what? 270 hit points versus steel walls that have 600. Whew, that's nice. And we do have the mod Metal Don't Burn, which makes it so iron and steel walls and things like that don't burn. They should not have a flammability rating. Let's actually test that real quick. 42%. I'm guessing steel doesn't burn at all. 0%. Alright, so let's just say that's a benefit to building steel walls, is they can't be burned down. Let's just say that's a benefit to that. For some reason. I wonder what this counts as. Does this count as basic? A poor traveler. Is this going to be another trader game? Maynard Medieval out here just like, oh, you want a NPC? No, it's a new colonist? No, it's a trader. Desperate refugee help. Tugnazi claims to have lost someone in recent attack. Tugnazi begs for permission to stay at Castle Ravenloft in order if he returns to work and fight for free in the time. Yada yada yada. Same thing as Sam, more or less, except Sam was being chased, I think. No, Sam was a wanderer. So wanderer joins. Bakugan Creed. The Bakugan Creed. As fire worship. Oh god. Well, that's fine. Refilling wash tub from this water? How about you just come all the way down here first, and then you don't use that water, because that water has insects near it that killed Sam. Also, a very brief moment here to have Strahd go pick up some stuff for us real quick. Gotta remember to actually do this. Gotta remember to actually prioritize having Strahd do things. Grab some of it. And that is no longer enough time, so Strahd now goes to your safe zone. Tugnazi, you can take a bed here. Tugnazi, there you go, have a bed. Therefore, this is grabbing us some nice coal chunks. Very good, very good. We do have some hay. Can we use hay to make tannin? From plants. We use hay for this. Use hops. Oh, there's a very limited amount of things we can use for this. Agave, berries, corn, and hops. Okay. So that's very limited. I think we might be better off doing it from wood. Just because we have some wood. And tanning leather is, of course, so we can tan the hides of animals. Although, admittedly, we don't have a lot of animals on the map. Although we do apparently have a buffalo squad. Buffalo squad going on down here. Excellent, excellent. What killed this doe? A large rat. That's uncomfortable. I don't see a large rat. I don't trust that. We do have the mod called Rats, ! Which allows rats to find unreserved things. We could have just left Jason where he died, guys. I should have forbid him, like Sam's forbidden. Oh well. Strahd, can you actually use this to cremate corpses like it says you can? Refueling, taking product, filling. I don't think you can actually use this to cremate corpses like it says you can. Target 100%. Oh, we're done on that one. Nice. Mephrodis, I don't know what this is. Prioritize refueling, taking product, and filling. I presume it's basic then. Tugnazi, let's make you incapable of basic, and then you can still do this. What does it count at? Let's just remove all of your everything. Okay, the only thing you have left is firefight and patient. Can you still operate this? Not assigned to hauling. It is a hauling job. Okay. Tugnazi, you're going to be our hauling number 1 right now. What are you actually good at, Tugnazi, while I've got you? Archery. cooking, and persuasion. So you're okay at persuasion, but not amazing at it. Your talent is cook, actually. So I believe that does that reduce the amount of food poison chance by 10 whole percent. Actually, that's not insignificant, considering it stacks on top of whatever they already have, I presume. Cooking speed is up. Butchery speed is up. Mechanoid shredding. Butchery efficiency. Butchery efficiency is nice. That's good to know. Technazi, let's have you be hauling number 1. And then let's have you do cooking secondary. Sorry, third. That way you'll haul, clean, and then cook. I thought you wouldn't do firefighting because you worship fire. Does that not involve part of the thing? Oh, they'll do it, but it's a -20 to their mood. Woof. Okay. We'll leave you on 4 then, just like Strahd. Patienting, I don't care too much if you survive. So we go to it when we get to it, as to we need to have you rest, essentially. Hunting, you're not going to bother with hunting. That's Strahd's job. Yeah, I think you're basically just going to haul, clean, and cook for us while you're here, Technazi, which is not a bad thing. Maybe don't stand in the area of the corpse. We can just destroy this, though. Not super efficient, but we can just destroy them. I believe that mod comes from the, I believe the mod is called Just Destroy It or something like that, or Destroy. Not entirely sure on that one, on what its full name is, so to speak. And you know what, we should probably throw up let's say a dark torch in here, but it's alright. Filling limestone smelter. Good job, Technazi, I like you. It's much more efficient when they just do it automatically rather than having to make me do it for them. 360 coal chunks. That's not bad. That's a lot of coal. I presume we can fuel that with coal better than wood. So let's do that. Nausea is relaxing socially. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Fully operational automatic iron production. Look at that. That's wonderful. Definitely fully automatic. Technazi is definitely a link in the chain, is all I have to say about that. Probably have Strahd harvest his buckwheat tonight when it gets dark. Although it is tempting to have that be hauled in. Although Technazi might be able to get to it at some point. Is it dark yet? I'm going to say it's dark. It's 2%. If that's not dark enough for Strahd, I don't know what is. Unrestricted. Strahd, go prioritize harvesting your buckwheat. The Fleeing Dame. Ah, this is the, this is the quest for working with the Empire. But at the same time, they're already hostile to us. So wouldn't she just show up and be hostile? I don't know how I feel about that. It's tempting to take this with Strahd and then capture her, because she's going to be a high-level mage. But the thing is, she might be a high-level mage who has something like Fireball, and just instantly kills Strahd with fire. I don't know. It's tempting. I think we're going to leave that out for the moment. You know what? Let's do it for the content, shall we? Let's do it. Let's wrap up this episode with the Fleeing Dame. Except with Strahd. Since Strahd is jealous, he will demand his title privilege to be fully respected. Strahd may refuse to do certain work types or even eat low-class foods, and will issue decrees. Crap. Hang on. What are the requirements of the human? Why can't I see it? Why can't I click on these? These should be links. Where would I see that information? Permits? No, I don't think I can see it through permits. There's a way to see that information. I know there is. Not sure. Oh, yeah, also. There's this information here, the leveling up. I think we're actually going to do leveling up, and then we're going to end it off for the night. Or for this episode. Okay, we've got Mephrodis, level 23. Strength. What do these affect? Is there a way to see what these affect? Well, you need this amount of experience. Here we go. Strength increases melee damage, carry weight, affects hard work. Dexterity affects melee, range accuracy, delicate work. I believe that's crafting. So this is construction, this is crafting. Agility affects movement speed, melee evasion rate, and aiming speed. Oh, we definitely want that for Strahd. Constitution affects damage reduction, immunity gain speed, and some simple or artwork. Intelligence affects medieval attacks that require knowledge like medical care. Alright, I presume it also affects research. And Charisma affects related to... Oh, it's Charm, not Charisma. Charm affects works related to animals and social activities. Well, let's see. Let's put... How does Memphis have negative 39 strength? That's going to take a lot to go up. Let's do a couple points into Strahd's Constitution, just to make sure that he has some of that. He's got 50 points to spend. Let's put a few more points into Intelligence to bring up to 30. And let's bring up his Dex a lot. And then his Agility, because those are the, like, direct... Yeah, movement speed, melee evasion, and aiming speed rating. Movement speed, I definitely want to bump up on Strahd. Strahd's already pretty strong, so we're going to do that. Oh, is this automatic leveling? I'm not sure what this means. Okay, let's do a Mephrodis. I'd like to bring up his strength, because that's hard work, but at the same time... it's a lot of negative points. We should just try and get rid of those negative points. And Tecnazi we're not going to bother with, because Tecnazi is temporary. Unless Tecnazi offers to join at the end of his stay. His stay? His stay. We have 23 hours left. We're good to go on here. Let's harvest those potatoes. They're mostly grown. I guess we can just leave them till tomorrow. They won't die overnight, so that's fine. We'll leave them till tomorrow. Isn't Strahd supposed to be afraid of water? Oh, thalassophobia must have disappeared at some point. That's odd. Did we have that when we started? I'll have to look back at episode 1. But Strahd was supposed to be afraid of running water, such as rivers and rain, as that is part of vampiric nature, is that they are not supposed to be able to really cross running water. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Dead Videos. It has been a pleasure playing Rimworld Part 3 for you. As with Strahd gets stronger and his traitorous companion Sam just killed herself on insects for some reason. We don't know why. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a pleasant morning, afternoon, evening, and good night.